PM versus vendor. Team play for success.
I'm Gabriela and I have been a certified bilingual translator English to French and Romanian since 2010. I consider myself a beyond words vendor and I love being close to my PMs.
I'm Lucía Gutiérrez, a localization project manager with almost 10 years of experience. I have worked in many different LSPs with many different hats, but always focusing on project management, as it is the job I enjoy the most.
Hello, Lucia. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Gabi. Hi, everyone.
I am so excited because this episode will be so hot. So I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it's a topic that really hits close to home, because a lot of PMs feel this at some point if they're in their careers. I don't know if it's something intrinsic to the profession, but we're gonna talk about burnout today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've experienced this a few times in my professional life. So I really want to talk about this.
Can I say that it's a topic that we don't talk enough about it?
Yes. Yes.
From both sides, and not only in our industry, I think in all industries. For example, in the medical sector, I don't think that they talk about the burnout the nurses, the doctors are going through. It's a hot topic, as I said, but it's a topic that should be more highlighted in every sector.
Yes. Yes. And I think what we're going to discuss today, it can be applied to any industry. It's not just about localization. What I'm going to say, there are going to be some things that are going to be localization focused, but there are going to be some other things that they can be applied everywhere. So hopefully this episode gets listened by a lot of people from different industries, because I think it can help them as well.
Exactly.
So the first point I wanted to raise was that sometimes when you are really stressed out, when you've got a lot of things, you don't need perks. You don't need benefits. You just need a good word. You just need someone that tells you you did it well. And that's it. That makes a lot. That helps a lot. When a manager comes to you and says, Lucia, I know you did your best, that means the world to me. So even, I don't know, a pizza coupon or an emoji, just an emoji of a heart or a smiley face. We don't need that much. We just need to be seen sometimes. And especially when you're stressed out, this is really important.
100% with you. And you remember that there is a group called the Team Translator that they recommended our podcast on their website, and we are very grateful. And on the Slack group, they have a channel called Winners, where people, believe me, I have been with them for 1 year now or more. They put their emails from PMs. They put reactions or recommendations, and they are just words for some of us, but for them it means the world. Sometimes a long day can be turned upside down in a happy manner by just one phrase from a vendor, from a PM or a vendor. Yes, of course, from both. So yeah, 100% with you. And when it comes to burnout, the only thing I can say regarding availability is that it's hard sometimes, because we work with the clients from several time zones. We work with many cattles every day. If I start to list all the cattles that I'm handling every day, people will be like, you are not a translator, you are I don't know, computer science or I don't know, developer. And one thing that I really love for PMs, clients, because I also have direct clients, I don't only have PMs, is that the fact that I can handle all these tools and all these time zones, that doesn't mean I can be available every week or 7 days a week. And you know that my only free day is Saturday, because I'm stuck between two worlds, meaning on Friday I have to work with international clients, and on Sunday I have to work with Mediterranean researchers, and it's the first day of the week. So yeah, it can lead to burnout. Really.
Yes, I think, and I'm not gonna agree with you on this one like 100%. I am with you on the fact that you don't need to be available 24/7. However, as PMs, we always try because I don't know if you are working or if you need the extra money or if you just happens that that day you're in front of the computer. So if I need you, I'm gonna send an email. But if it's, I don't know, a Friday 8 p.m., I am not expecting an answer. Like really, I'm not expecting an answer, but I'm just trying my luck. So it's up to you, vendors, and this goes to every one of you. If you don't want to answer, don't answer. Wait until Monday. It doesn't matter. I've done that in my work as a PM. I get an email from a client on a Friday, 7 p.m. I don't even read it. I wait until Monday. And then on Monday, I come back. Because, as you said, you need to have your personal boundaries. And that's part of it.
You gave me an
So,
idea actually, because we don't say no enough. For another episode, I think it will be good for us to talk about the fact that we don't say no enough. Yeah.
yes,
I
I
will
think
note
it's
it.
important.
I will note
Yes,
it. Yeah.
it's really important. Another thing that contributes to burnout on the PM side is when clients come to you and ask you for a quick fix.
The famous quick fix. Yeah.
That gives me the GBDBs, really. Like just a fix, a quick fix. Just one more line. Yeah, okay, one more line in a project with translation and reviewing and 26 languages. That's not a quick fix. That's at least 2 days of work for one line. And that's something that clients sometimes don't understand. But yeah, if it's just one language, yeah, I can get it done maybe in a few hours. But no, you're talking about 26 languages. So when they come to you and they start asking favors, and you don't have just one client, most of the time you've got like several clients. So that piles up and it contributes a lot to burnout. And it's something that managers don't see enough because they think it's just the project, but then each project gets a lot of quick favors.
You talked about quick fix. I want to talk about last minute magic. That can lead to burnout if you have many clients or many PMs, or maybe the same PM that does the same thing every day or almost every day. When they come back to you because they know you are reliable, you know that I tend to reply very fast. I don't know, for a vendor, many PMs told me that, but that doesn't mean that I can always do the I can always do the last minute touch. I can always you know. So yes, how what I was saying is that I can't always do that magic. You contact me every time for the last minute touch. I can't really do it every time. So, and it can lead to that feeling of, I don't know, I feel tired, I feel overwhelmed by all those requests. I don't know if it makes
It
sense what
makes
I'm
a lot
saying.
of sense. It makes a lot of sense, and it happens to PMs as well, and it happens in any workplace that when you are the saver, like when people normally come to you when they've got a problem and you fix it, the problem is that then they expect you to fix it time and time again. So this is also part of setting up the expectation to your PM or to your workmate that you're going to help them, but that doesn't mean that you're always going to be available for them. And yeah, we need to record an episode about how to say no and not feel guilty, because it's
Exactly.
important.
No, it's an episode that we have to do it.
Yes.
It's yeah, it's
So
important.
yeah, another thing about burning out, and this is something I've already discussed, but I think it's never too much, and that is when everything is urgent, when you've got, I don't know, say 10 clients, and you've got 8 urgent requests, and nothing is urgent because everything that is on your plate is urgent, so you need to still prioritize. Now, when you're prioritizing and you don't even know where to start, and you have that issue one day and then another day and then another day, and everything is urgent, it's gonna be a burnout at some point. So PMs, please go to your managers and say, listen, I know how to prioritize this, but bear in mind that I've got 10 projects and the 10 of them are urgent. I'm gonna prioritize, but the last one is going to be my lowest priority, but it's still urgent. So decide, maybe you wanna put someone to help me, or you want me to do my thing. But this is going to happen. When you set up the expectation, then you are no one to blame. You're still going to be burnout, but at least you're not going to be feeling guilty, and nobody can tell you anything for that. That's important.
Yeah, and we should talk more about it. You remember that in a previous episode you talked about the fact that there are two way of thinking from a PM side. That one understands the vendors that they have a personal life, that sometimes they may have a low mental situation, sometimes etc. And the other ones that says that no, they are business owners. They always should be top notch. So here is my input when it comes to multitasking. For example, okay, I'm a business owner. Okay, I understand that, and I understand why some PMs say that we need to adopt that mindset, like business owners. But that doesn't mean I can handle 4 tools in the same time. For example, the email, a Google Sheet, the CAT tool, and another tool for, I don't know, Notion, like Notion or Trello or Slack, for example. Give me 1 or 2 tools that I can work for every project, and it will lead to less mistakes. I will be more focused what I have to do. If, for example, you communicate on Slack, but you also send an email, but you also tell us to check the documents on the Google Drive, but you choose I don't know, a CAT tool for the files. In the meantime, I also have to log my time, because for many clients I am paid by per hour, so I have to log the time. On Notion, it gives me you see what I'm doing? Maybe you choose Notion, there you have everything. I can log the hours, I can find all the documents, I can communicate there, etc. Plus the CAT tool, and no need for the email, just for urgent, I don't know, catch up or check up. I don't know, from time to time. I don't know if I'm asking too much. You tell me.
No, you're asking what PMs are asking as well, because we are on the same boat here, Gabby.
I know.
So, for the first time, I can say we're really on the same boat. PMs are always tired of all these multi-tooling, if that's a word. Because, yeah, you've got that, but then I've got that times 10 for every single one of my clients. If the company, yeah, it's fun, it's fun. If the company accommodates to the client's tools, then there are some other type of companies that they've got their own tools and the clients accommodate to their tools. And that's easier. That's easier because you just have one CAT tool. You don't have several CAT tools. And then you might have one Google spreadsheet on one project, but at least the CAT tool is the same. So the CAT tool and the QA tool is the same. And then the rest, okay, it can be a little bit different, but it's not as much. However, there are some other, as I said, some other LSPs that they just go with the client. And that's good for the client, but bad for both PMs and vendors because of the reasons you just listed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Another thing about PMs is, and also about vendors, if I think about it, but I'm gonna talk about my side.
I think for this episode we were in the same boat.
Yes, I think
For
so.
all the points that we listed, it's not so different. And as you said, I think it applies to all the sectors.
Yes, yes, because there are some other things like all the invisible work that gets done. For example, on the PM side, soothing conflicts. When you have an argument between the translator and the reviewer and you don't even speak the language, well, you need to do something. You need to be in the middle and you
You
need
are
to
the
soothe.
PM. You have to find the
Yes,
solution.
that's it. That's it. So you should do that. Or when you need to fix all the file names because the cat tool that you are using changes the file name, or I don't know, it doesn't make it the way you want it, or the vendor sends you the file with the same file name, but you need to change it. That takes a lot of time. But PMs, there is a really good tool. It's not promoted, but I just wanna share it with you all. It's called bulk rename utility for renaming several file names at once, and you can use regex, search and replace. Check it out. I'll carry on. And yeah, or explaining processes, for example, when you've got vendors that are not used to the cat tool and you need to be explaining processes, that takes a lot of time that nobody accounts for. And that builds pressure and that contributes to burnout.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing for the tool. You know that we love tools. I think we mentioned tools in every episode. I don't know, to end this very important episode and a topic that should be more prioritized in all the sectors again. I need to say that when I feel, I'm talking about myself, I don't want to generalize. I don't want to assume maybe there are a lot of vendors that are superheroes. All they are superheroes, but maybe they are more stronger than myself. But as a vendor, when I feel tired, when I feel overwhelmed by all the tools, by the technology, but by all the posts that I see on LinkedIn and by all the check-in emails from PMs, all the feedback emails from PMs. You do a lot of feedback emails, by the way. I think that it reflects on my quality. And in that case, there are two options. I keep like that and I will end at the hospital, or maybe I should prioritize and also keep the clients that I can work with in a human manner, because even if we use the technology and the PC every single day, we are humans. We forget about that at the end of the day. We forget that we are humans. We should remind ourselves maybe every hour, hey, you are still a human, Gabi. You have been using the PC all the morning and I don't know how many tools, but you are human. You still need the oxygen. You still need to walk. You still need the vitamins. And I think we should start remaining asked about that. So
Yeah, I think we should remind us about the good things we do and about everything we do when we are to the point of burning out. As you said, Gabi, it's important. It's
I
important
think
that,
it's too late when we feel that we are already burned out. It's not a bit too late already.
yeah, but sometimes if you don't have the experience, when you realize it might already be too late. Because I don't know if it happened to you in the past, but it happened to me that I was in the spiral of work, 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 work. And I didn't realize I was getting burnout. And it was when I actually exploded that I realized, like, okay, this was not just one project that was stressful. It was like a lot of things that were going on, and I wasn't aware of that. So that's why I think it's important that when we are doing a lot of things, we start reflecting on everything that we are doing.
Yeah, no, agree 100%. So yeah, let us know in comments if you experience, unfortunately, burnout. What are the signs on your side? Because everyone is different and everyone may have different signs. Let us know how are you overcoming or maybe avoiding the burnout. So it's a topic that should be considered every day, not from time to time.
Yes. And that everyone can talk about it, so you can give us your tips. It will help the community, it will help us, it will help everyone.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for listening, and see you in the next episode.
Bye. Thank you, Lucia. Bye.
What you've heard are just our personal opinions. We by no means intend to impose our personal views on anyone. Feel free to disagree, throw tomatoes at us, or just drop a comment to let us know. Thank you!